Alright, back again. I said I was going to do a personal reading end of last year. I said I was going to do a personal reading for myself as a New Year's Eve. So I've come back and I said I'm going to do that today, this morning. Alright, back again. Happy New Year. If you haven't seen my other video that I put up, if you haven't seen my other video, then this will be my second but my first, you know. So yeah, I said I was going to do a personal reading in the last year. I've just come back home from that holiday season there. Got a bit of time, so I said I'm going to use it, put back my stuff into order, clear up my energy, all of this, all of that. I'm just in the mood. Ending. Some people are scared of the death card, not me. See, at the bottom of the left, it's the wheel. I'm not scared of the death card because with endings be a new beginning, and it's down to me what I do with that. It's like I'm rebuilding my foundation. Rebuild. See there? Split the deck to shuffle. Energy. I asked her what's the energy around me, and this is the energy I'm in. So firefly energy. Okay. So I believe frog energy, that's earth energy. Firefly energy, again, that's fire energy, and I say again because I possess fire, which is Sagittarius, within my chart, and earth, I've got it twice in my chart. If I can find it in the book. Oh no, why am I saying that? Firefly energy is air energy. That's air energy. Okay. So let's read. This is the energy they're saying is within. So it says, the firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invitation. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precise and elusive light? Okay, that makes sense, perfect sense to me. I'll come back to that. It's the energy I'm possessing within me right now. Like, who knows me knows my story. Like, we all go through our ups and we all go through our downs. Like, when I do collective readings, understand I'm part of a collective. Like, that's just how it works. It's just the cycle of how this is. So I'm looking for the frog in there. So I fully get that. You understand? So now this is the energy that's saying that's around me. So it says clearing, cleansing, and healing. It says the frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element, and then emerges to the rest of the land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished. So it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. Understand? I fully get that. I fully get that. Within myself, I know I'm saying that within this death energy, like, because you can see it's coming from somewhere, understand? So this is past, it's moving past that. So this, for me, this really is moving. It's relevant, it's very much relevant. You understand? Because, like I said prior to reading the frog card, who knows me knows my story. And who don't know me is soon gonna know my story, because I understand that's my mission. Like within this energy here, I learned that my story is meant to be told. The good, the bad and the ugly. Not just for me to release it for myself in order to move forward to the greatness that I know I can be, but also to help others that may resonate with the story that I've gone through and how I've overcome things, how I've remained balanced within it all, regardless of, as I call it in my book, the earth angel chasers. You come across many of them and I've dodged them all, just like this firefly energy, this, you understand? Creating my own. That Nine of Pentacles for who knows tarot. I've been Nine of Pentacles since I know myself. You can even say from age 9 or younger. You understand? I've always been self-independent, always, from I've known myself. So it's that kind of energy. Let me see, what one of these? Motivation. It says, when spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Again, fully understand that. And again, anybody that knows me knows I don't like being cold. So you see, when it comes, you see, I work best in the sun. Sun's my main energy. So you see, when I receive sun energy, I get that motivation. So this is just showing me that there's going to come a time soon. I understand, because I'm forever manifesting. I'm always writing and journaling and putting my intentions out there to the universe, to the divine. Set my intentions with my higher energy. Always doing that. Because what I put out is what I'm going to get in. You understand? So this motivation energy, I fully get it. Tell me more about this. New beginning. It says the fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby, or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. Again, anybody that knows me knows I'm soon to become an NA, and I say NA because for me that stands for I'm a new age nanny. I'm going to embrace every moment of that. Every moment of that. You understand? I got to see my granddad over this holiday. I live far from him, but I got to see him over this holiday. And I come to understand that he's 94 years old this coming year. This man used to see 5 generations. You understand? 5 generations. Strong man. Strong bloodline. This is the bloodline that I possess within myself. So I look upon them, and this is how I see my worth through my family, through the people who I come from, who I stem from, my foundation, you understand? All, regardless of the ups and downs, I'm balanced within my foundation, because I look upon each and every one of them and see where I'm coming from, and that I'm going to nurture into now my grand. All that I've learned, not just as a collective, but listen, you have to start small. You can only start from underneath your roof initially, and I'm talking about your children, like your close friends, well, mainly your children, because it's your children you're here to guide, never to keep, only to guide. That's our role. You understand? And as you teach your children, it then expands and it expands and it expands into the point now I built the confidence to come onto even YouTube. Again, anybody that knows my story knows that's a big step. but I know there's a message to be told. And we know about this death energy, this past energy. I know it's past energy, because again, okay. So this past, oh, too many cards. It says, believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of northern light, so you are part of a nature. You are part of nature, so you are magical too. It says, wait for winter. Listen, I laugh here because the reason before that I done as a collective, but like I say, I'm part of a collective. It's this mirror image. If you understand, I'm going to keep reading. It says, during the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, your heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. Of course they are. Look at that. Look how much purple's around that light. You see, since the last 2 years especially, you understand, I've seen myself grow internally. You understand? When I say I've grown to love myself, understand that I mean that wholeheartedly. Why? Because of my mindset, my heart. And I see the purity of my heart and my mindset compared to those around me some. You understand? And I set my intentions because I know what I put out there is what I'm going to receive back in. Karma is real. I understand that. It says ask for help. It says angels and celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desires and take practical steps forward towards making your dreams come true. Again, like I'm like a bear in it. I'm like a bear. Like, you know when bears hibernate in the winter and they come out in the summer? That's my energy. Always has been. Like, I manifest death now. Even through the blockages that's trying to come my way and this and that, like, I see them. I see the earth angel chasers, even when they think I don't see them. Even when they've got no reason to come and try to interrupt my energy, they do. But I understand, like, I've got a book coming out, and it's coming out soon because now is the time. Now is the time. It doesn't even matter that I'm putting it out there because that's what I manifest, and I've been manifesting it since I was 6 years old. You understand? I started writing it at 14. I finally put pen to paper 5 years ago. And through my path, this journey, you understand, I've now been able to put it into action. And I give thanks. I truly do. But I understand purpose in life. I understand that not everybody's meant to be in your life. You understand? That's one of the main things. No matter the title. And this is what this is about. It's about telling your story. It's about telling your truth. Look at the card that's underneath the wheel. It's the strength card in the reverse. Again, look, justice in the reverse. The whole deck's in the reverse. So let's just say they're in the upright. This is in the reverse. Again, it's mirroring the reading. So this is in the reverse. So this is that time. This is that moving past. Okay, makes sense. So the deck is in the reverse, yeah? Because all these cards are upright. So it shows me my deck's in the reverse. This one flips out, so I leave it as it was. So this is in the reverse. Again, it mirrors the reading I just did. Again, I'm part of a collective. Leo energy. That's within me. That's within my bloodline. It's in my DNA to have this strength because I know no other way. See, look at the infinite sign above that. I know no other way to get through this stuff other than to just survive, and that's what my story is about. How to get through these darker energies, the shadow work. You don't look at it as a bad thing. That's step number 1. Don't look at it as a bad thing. It's your story. Your story. And with every story, Endless possibilities. I was asking about the firefly energy, 'cause that's my energy. Endless possibilities. Call of the muse. Creative expression, being in the flow of creativity, turning into inspiration, allowing creativity without being self-conscious, writing and journaling as a means of connection. When you feel the call of a muse, you are being invited to create, to be the artist, choreographer of your life, serving on the behalf of the great artist, divine source. While the process feels intensively personal, your ego and self-identification are ironically the most unnecessary parts of your equation. While you might think you own the magic of your creativity, can you truly say you're the source of the inspiration? Similar to the spirit of Genesis from card 29. Genesis from card 29. Imagine your creativity stemming from another spirit guide, the muse. Just as the genius needs to partner with your intellect, so too does the muse need to open your heart and let magic flow through your intuition. Okay, I understand that fully. It's a bit jittery to reading, but I understand what it is. I'm an automatic writer. That's part of the gift that I've got within myself that I've learned throughout this whole deaf energy. So not only am I I've got all of the audios now, but I'm audio voyant. I get messages through music, messages through meditation, like listening to what I'm listening to now, just listening to it in my everyday music. Clairvoyant. You understand? I get messages just through watching movies and even. My cards tell me 100 words just by seeing them on the table like this right now. The energies I pick up from it, the vibrations I pick up from it is endless possibilities. It's even hard to explain to anybody right now unless you know. Who knows. So you see, when I talk about my book, I literally wrote my book within 2 weeks, handwritten it. That was 5 years ago. When I got in touch with a lady in order to publish my book, I rewrote the book. I didn't even look at the old book. I think I looked at the first 2 pages, and after that it was just automatic writing, just typing out automatic writing. So now it's on this, fully, 119 pages I wrote within 7 days. Why? Because once I put pen to paper, that's it. It just flows. You understand? It just flows. It's my life, and it's going to flow easy. So that's what that's talking about. But it's saying that that's the gift that I have within me. Like, don't feel like it's just me. That's the spirit of the Most High, my archangels, my ancestors, and everything I know within me. That's because I've got in tune with myself, and I understand my journey, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You understand? Again, it says, stop seeing yourself as the center of the process, and instead see yourself as a partner in a creative dance. Sometimes you might be inside the music and the feelings, the story, and expression. Other times you observe from a sideline, watching it all flow from the unknown, yet deeply intimate source. Today your muse is calling you to be a channel and allow the creative energy to flow through you. The energy of emotion is waiting to be given a voice, a name, a shape, or a color. Journal, finish that writing project, start something new, paint, sing, dance, and don't worry, where any of it lands, it has its own plan for you. Your muse knows where this is. Your muse knows where this is all meant to go for you. The big magic is in the experience of answering the call. About 2 years ago when I started tarot, the first ever reading I put up on Facebook, just card picture. was hear your calling. So, listen, I've learned to trust the energy within myself. I've learned to trust the energy within myself now. So 2 years ago, when I was told not to go to a place, an area, a particular area, I didn't go. I thought it was going to be for a short period of time. It ended up being for years, at least 2 to 3 years. You understand? When I was within that energy, that reflective energy, I learned to listen to what the voice within myself, the thoughts, the emotions, the frequency of my own, other than what was around me. Because I picked up on a lot of unloyal energy then, or untrustworthy energy, and it weren't a nice experience. It weren't a nice experience at all to internally go through, but it's something that I had to go through, divinely guided. You understand? So that's that death energy. Like I said, I fully get that energy, and that healing energy from it. Look, that dehydration energy, that Nine of Swords energy. Listen, I understand, but within that energy, I can't resent the energy, I can't hate the energy, I can't wish it away. Why? Because I would never reach the realization that I've reached within myself right now. And that's this pure energy. You understand? Understanding myself energy. From a child, I've always been a person where I've always been a hermit energy. Hermit energy, for when you know tarot, that's Virgo energy. I possess that energy in my chart strongly. It's around me strongly. And so I understand why I draw Virgo energy towards me. You understand? It's that, for me, it's that perfection energy. That's my creative energy right there. So when it comes on to like my book writing, even down to my music is not really my passion. That's only a few years old, my music. You understand? But I understand that there's messages within my music that is relevant for when I even do my personal readings, my collective readings, my everyday readings. Like, some of my songs will come to mind. I've got more songs than what I've got on YouTube. I just haven't put them up yet. But I need to release it. It's all part of the book energy, that creative energy, what the fairy cards are speaking about. Shadow to Light is what I'm going to name that album. Just release it. Because I know I've got a lot more positivity within me that needs to come out. But it's like a tap, you understand, like a block pipe. You release that Shadow to Light energy, which is the music album, that eventually I'm going to reach a studio and release it onto my YouTube. Nothing, well, if it reaches, you understand. But my main priority right now, my main focus is getting my book out there, and I understand now that there's messages within my story that's out here to help others. I get that now. I've seen it for the past 2 years now, especially, and even beyond that, but mainly, because that's when the realizations and the confirmations come to me. See there? True talk. Success, because that's what I breathe into my life and let it go. I'm not going to be cliche and tell you the song that I'm hearing in my thoughts right now, but it didn't mean if I let it go. I let it go. You have to let it go. You can't harbour on to negative people, places or things, regardless of who they be. You understand? Because otherwise you're going to block your path to your success, and I understand that. I'm just mean to myself, honestly, but I've always understood that. But now is the time, because I hear my calling. Like, for me to even get into tarot, that's big realization for me. I was never really always into it, especially growing up as a kid, because growing up, especially in a Pentecostal Christian home, tarot is wrong. Like, I couldn't even bring a mega mug book from school into my house. You understand? So I used to like sight people on the road when they used to hand me leaflets as a kid growing up. So when I fell into this Nine of Swords energy, and tarot's attracted itself to me, and because by this point now I was a little bit less judgmental, you understand, being through something. So I listened. And when I listened, there was nothing in it. So when I first bought my first ever deck now, which was my ancestors and my angel one, and I never understood nothing, so I put it away for a good few months until I really fell into this energy, and I felt the energy. I said, oh yeah, and I pulled a card, and it was so relevant to myself. And I said, but I didn't even do nothing. All I did was in the Nine of Swords, very down, cryy energy. You understand? And I pulled a card, and it gave me some of the best advice I've ever had in my life when I read it from the book. And I said, but I didn't even do nothing. There was nothing heavy or dark about that energy at all, other than I was just releasing what it was I was feeling within in order to get me to stage 2, up the next step. And then I got more and more and more into it, and then I started doing readings for other people, and I saw how helpful it was for them. I would never turn back, because I understand my calling. I understand that I'm a visionary person. I get messages, like I said, through vision. So I clearly see the abundance right here, the success, the endless possibilities that's coming towards me. Because why? Death to that. Death to what? To all of that karmic energy. Death to that karmic energy. Control issue. This is allow this situation to unfold naturally. And it fell on the card, ask for help. I understand that, like, don't get me wrong, I connect every day. Every morning I wake up and I hold a meditation. I always do. But I know I need to do it more, because sometimes I can just be in a kind of rush and I need to make more time, and I understand that. Why? Because of this energy here. I'm always in a rush, not taking care of myself, you understand? I'm putting the energy out there that I'm receiving. Listen, I'm forever grateful for the spiritual guidance that I've received, and that's through some people that's around me. Some people that are around me are so wise. I'm grateful for these people, you understand? Listen, they know who they are. I'm grateful. And every word that's said, understand, if you hear this video, I hear your words. I hear your words. I'm stubborn. It might not look like it at the time that I'm listening, but I'm listening. I've got the same heart of a lion, you know? Attraction came out. Again, it's not all about romance for me, what I'm picking up here right now. It says, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. For me, what I get to understand, just like what one of my songs then says, you see, because I've understood the process, I understand that I need to let go of the toxicity that was holding me back like a block pipe. Yeah, I understand that I had to let go in order to attract the things that I was manifesting, for it to flow and come in my direction. I had to release these toxic energies out of my life in order for the energies that was meant to be in my life to flow back in my life, or flow through my life. You understand? Because those are the energies that's vibrating on the same frequency as me, so we can rise together. This energy was a stuck energy. I wasn't rising to go nowhere. It was the wrong set of people that I was leaning on for the support. Mainly it's just this card wants to come out, but healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. It can stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Listen, we've all got a story, we've all got a history, we've all got that terrible teen attitude about ourselves. You understand? Again, that healing's done. That healing's done. Healing of family issues, that healing's done. Let me just clarify it. Codependency. You understand? Again, I've learned to release the toxic energy. Why? Because I understand my story. I understand whatever I was looking for outside of myself, I've already got within myself. Whatever reassurance or, I don't know, well I know, but it's long to go into a reason about, but let's just break it down. Codependent, whatever was outside of me, listen, that energy is done. It's done with. Is the reason why this attraction now can come my way. You understand? It's the reason why the attraction can come my way. Why the things that's meant to be in my life can now be in my life. Why? Because the plumbing work's done. Plunged that right out of my life. Tell me more about let go control issues. Alright, so it says calling your soulmate. But I'm not going to let that fly out because it didn't want to fly out. The more I'm shuffling, the more the last reading is coming to mind. There's religious factors in the reverse. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Again, it's in the reverse. And I understand it. It's basically that same energy of this is let go, let go. Whatever's meant to be is going to be, regardless of it. Regardless. Cards on the floor. I'm smiling to myself here because when I was holding my meditation in regards to the reading, I said the intentions of what the collective needs to know. Although it's a personal reading, because obviously not everything is put out here. Yeah, so when I'm shuffling these two cards here, I'm realizing nothing wants to come out. So it's not meant to come out. It's not meant for a collective to hear. That's what I'm feeling. It says this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. You understand? I understand. If you don't understand, I understand. So this is just only allowing me to really to say about the past. Why? And you understand, like I've moved past the healing, I've moved past the toxic, the karmic cycle that's closing. Like going back to the next reading, the last reading, that cycle is closing, that's residue. This is residue energy. From winter to summer. Winter is my time to manifest and set my boundaries, set my my goals and all them things there. I can't work good in the winter. Anybody that knows me knows this. In the winter I squeeze up like a bear. Come summer, spring, summer, when the little sun's out there, you understand, that's my energy. If you listen to my song, one of my songs I got, it says how I strive better in vitamin D. You understand, I strive better in the sun. That's my energy source, right there. That's something that can never be taken, because it's constant. So my friend's ringing at the same time, so I'm just... So stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring romance, and then clarifying that came out finance and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. But again, plans in action, you understand, that's the most I'm going to say on that. Tell me more about this heart family issue. The obstacle there. There's quite missing. family issues. It says forgiveness, releasing pain, overcoming heartbreak, reconciliation. Pushy, demanding, self-righteous, unfriendly, jealous, manipulative. Listen, the cards ain't wrong. I'm just trying to word it nicely. Like in life, we all come across energies that, I don't know, don't wish you well, will smile at you in your face, but behind your back, just don't wish you well at all. And that's the realizations that I came to within the 2 to 3 years of not being around certain people, places and things. As harsh as those realities was, you understand, sad to look at. Certain realities that I sat down and watched for, I'm talking about some 25 plus years onwards. You understand that enough has to be enough. Enough has to be enough. That codependency energy that came out here, like whether it's either people codependent on my energy, like that vampire energy kind of thing, that's the energy I have to heal. People sucking off my energy for personal gain. And it's not even like I couldn't see, it's like I saw, you know, but I used to just fly because I knew from a young age, I knew how to regenerate my energy quickly. So it was like I used to allow people to use my energy for their personal gain, but nevertheless I saw them. When I was shuffling these cards in just now, the ego card wanted to show itself to me. And I know why the ego card wanted to show itself to me, you know. Number one, because I've got a collective and I understand ego energy. You understand? And number two, you see, when I judge a whole situation. I don't just judge piece of the pie. I judge the whole pie. So when I judge the whole pie now, I look at myself. I have to look at myself because then that's not going to be a fair situation. I'm not going to get the answers that I'm looking for because that's a big part of the pie that's missing. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. So I will sit down and watch a situation for years before I say anything, just to make sure that what I'm saying, I know where it's coming from. You know them ones there? And the things I've seen over the last couple of years is sad. I'm not even going to lie. And that's the realizations I'm coming to. And that's why certain things can't be spoke about, because why? The evil eye. The evil eye energy. But let me just go deeper because, like I said, I believe no weapons formed against me shall prosper. I believe in my most high. These cards are cards are just getting out. 3 cards there. Oh, 4 then. So the cards that come out, yeah? It says end of conflict, lack of competition, extreme aggression. It says not learning from mistakes, unwilling to learn, no goals, no motivations, lack of growth. This is the energy, you know. This is why it's coming in reverse, because this is the energy that's trying to block. That's that pipe energy that's trying to block my energy, but I see it. But I understand also. It says lack of confidence, losing, disadvantage and disappointed. It says unhappy with choices, failed long distance relationships, self-doubt and failure. You understand? These are the things that try to block that success. That again, I'm going back to the last reading, it's very much part of this, I can feel it. I've learned to lessen the load. Notice how much cards came out here, and notice how much cards came out here. 2 popped out. I watch how my cards flow and the energy of the cards and all of that. It's all relevant to the reading. I've lessened that, I've lessened that burden, that load. I've seen things for what it is right now, and I've dealt with it accordingly. Like Caribbean, they say you have to stir the pot with a long spoon, you understand? You know, you have to know how arm's length, how to keep people in your life right now, and I've learnt that. Like, and it's harsh. I'm not gonna lie, the lessons are being harsh because obviously people really love, like, trust me. But you have to also understand what the energy means to you. Look at this, soulmate. It's strong energy. It says soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. These are people like soul contract, family, friends, like people who you've got deep soulful connection with. I'm not even just talking about intimacy. I'm talking about mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, cousin. There's those soul connections, like friends, best friends, friends that you've grown up with since like knee high to the age you be right now. And you come to certain realizations. I've come to certain realizations. You understand? But it's all part of the process. It's all part of my healing process to help others come through. Because even though I've moved from and away from like my hometown and people and places and things that I've grown up around, I've got mad love, but I understand how energy works. You can only give so much to certain situations. You understand? Especially if it's situations where you see it's an intentional way to try, where someone's intentionally trying to drain your energy. That shit ain't cool. That ain't nice. Some people feel like you don't see it, and some people know you see it and still do it. Listen. You understand? Look at the card that just come out. The golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-sided relationship, love woman, all of that. That's what's being seen. That's what's being seen in the mirror. When I look at a situation from bird's eye view, you know when they say once bitten, twice shy, or they say first time, is it like they say shame on you, second time shame on me, or something like that, or whatever they're saying is. I can't remember it right now. But it comes a time when you say to yourself, who's the fool in this situation, me or them? Because you know when you openly see something but yet you're still sitting in it like right. That's how I've got to talk to myself. Literally, I've got to tell myself, yo, what are you doing? You know what you're seeing right now with what you're seeing. You know, say it's a little bit effy. Move yourself from the situation. Listen, I want some spiritual guidance from my ancestors right now, because I can feel my energy twerking. Ancestral guidance. Because it's when I call upon my angels and my ancestors do I feel most balanced, like I see. My circle is small. Remember I tell you that, yeah, my circle is very small. It consists of smallness, let me just say. Like, but again, going back to what I said in the reading, those who need to be removed from my life, the Most High is removing from my life. Those who's meant to be in my life is in my life, either returning or I'm just coming in acquaintance with. You understand? And I understand the difference now, because you see that time I've had to myself to reflect. I understand what's pure energy coming towards me, and I understand what's negative energy coming towards me. And I don't feel no way to bat it away from me no way. So let's see. It says, there you. Isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again, full circle, in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die, only to be resurrected. Years later, when you're really ready, you thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self, whose desires are unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in the new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one, in the unknown spaces, the enchanted places of infinite potential. We are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see everything. Now you can see everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope, loving you always. And I understand that, and deep in my heart, in my subconscious, I've always understood that is the reason why I had to make them decisions. You understand? I had to make them decisions for myself and for my family that's around me. You understand? It's the ones with the good intentions. Because right now, listen, I feel free, light. You know that freedom energy? Because I hear my calling first of all, and I see my path, and I see how it's all in alignment with each other. again, my book's coming, and this is what this is all about. It's about not holding back, and just not holding back. Stay within the energy. Stinginess and greed. That's alright. But obviously it's telling me to be aware of it. But the reason why it's a minor conversation to have. That's what I'm feeling right now. Why? Because I can provide for myself for every situation, innit? Like, let me see. That's the red flag. So there's a kind of egotistical energy about this person, basically. And even though I say what I say, where I say that's a minor energy for me, because that's the least of my worries. If this person, if that's the only problem, then it's okay for me, because what I know I can bring on the table is that I can bring that for myself and to a relationship and X, Y, and Z, and you understand. I'm getting more messages in this, to be fair. Much more than relationship. This to me don't even feel like a relationship. Like I said, it feels like friendship. It almost feels like a friendship. It says, oh fuck it. As I said that, yeah, listen to what comes out. It says married for money, family issues, really family. So my cards, they're so blatant, they're frank. They just say it as it is, like, I mean, this speaks for itself. I don't even need to say nothing more to be fair. That's not my energy. Now I understand more. The reason why I was feeling the friendship energy, because this is a past energy. I understand the eagerness now that's trying to come towards me. You understand, trying to appear to be more balanced. I understand it all. It makes sense now. But tell me more about this past life. Tell me more about this past life. Important, lack of common sense, broken promises. I would be bored if listen, now it's kind of scared a little bit. Listen, I would be bored. That's why this is in reverse, because you can't keep going round in circles making the same mistake. It's boring. It's that boring. Tell me more about this energy and everything. Confirm something to myself. It says lack of balance, overwhelmed, overextended, no plan. So maybe, yeah, so like I said, there's two sides there. I'm seeing two energies. This here with the coin is two energies. It's two energies. It's almost like a mirroring effect energy that's coming towards. So it's like more than one offer or more than one decision, because it's clarifying the decision. Oh, okay, yeah, perfect energy. I understand it now. There's two energies to this, and I feel like that's what this is, in effect, a balance. It's like two situations going to face itself with me, is what I'm feeling right now. Two situations is going to try and present itself to me. Mirroring image. But it's almost like the Most High saying, where are you going to go with it? Which direction are you going to go with it? Are you going to go, look, two again. You're going to go left, you're going to go right. See here? But it's not even, listen. Left or right? Tell me more about this angel spirit. Basically, I'm seeing here, there's one for my greatest purpose, and one that's going to pull me back into that karmic cycle again. But again, I'm going back to the last reading. I'm not no fool. It says ungrounded, losing grip and cold. Leo energy. Tell me more about this temple path energy. I see two energies, seriously. moving on, acceptance, healing, forgiveness, releasing emotions, letting go. That's the spiritual side of it, because I've let go of it. You see the physical side of it, I see it for what it is. Spiritually, people can't even see the energy that I'm possessing within me right now. So that's why I said that I would be bored. If I was this person, I would be bored, because if you knew what I knew spiritually within me, you would hold the ego. Hold the ego. Clarify. Seeing the truth, lies being exposed, and indecision. So that's all of this energy here. So I'm getting bare downloads in my head right now. But again, it's that rattles the boat energy. It's almost like someone's coming towards me. Let me just say, with ego. It's like this, whoever this person is obviously somebody who I know, somebody from my past, but it's like they know nothing about me, because I'm not a person that works off an ego. I'm a person that works off of what I can bring for myself, especially when I'm in a situation like what I may think this is. Listen, and this is the reason why I had to move away from people, places and things, because they're too much in a competitive energy when no one's in competition with them, but they just need something to start off a block. You know, when like in the athletics, you need like a starting block. These people can't work off of their own foundation. They need a starting block. They need somebody to rise off of. You understand? And I weren't built that way. I weren't grown that way. That's their lifestyle, and I'm built up on another kind of lifestyle. Like it's a different energy, different upbringing. That's why we can't. That's why there's too much friction. The frequency ain't the same level. You understand? So I get it. I get what the message is kind of saying here. There's the offer energy. There's a court energy, justification, justice energy, privilege, lady energy, bottom of the deck, false person. Yeah, because karma is real. Understand that. You can't, I'm going back to another reading now that I did, ending of last year. You can't feel like you're just going to take from somebody and then that's it. The Most High just says, alright, come on now, be real. Be real. What you put out there is what you're going to get back in life. You have to understand that. What you put out there is what you're going to get back in life. And if you know you've been stepping on people in life to get at your false riches, for whatever reason, or your false successes, or whatever it is, and it's off of somebody else's back, let's understand that the Most High will take the case and give you the pillow. The Most High will take the case and give you the pillow. Some more. Hangman. There's a decision being made within this justification, in this justice courtroom situation in regards to this privileged lady. Tell me more about this justification. Five of Swords, backstabbing energy. Justice is coming. King of Cups in the reverse. Justice. Justice is coming for this mind manipulation, nasty energy. Tell me more about this courthouse. Death card. See the death card, but it's in the reverse. So this ongoing, this dragged out situation, because people like to drag out things. You understand? The decisions in the hang, like, it's because people want to interfere with God's work, but you can't interfere with God's work. You can't, because it has to come sooner or later. Tell me more things about this unexpected income. 5. Justice. 2 5s on the board, 5 5. That's 10. There's an ending to all of this. You can only stop it for a time, but justice has to follow up. You understand? Tell me more about this 5 principle energy. High Priestess energy. Do you know what the High Priestess energy means for me? It means say no more. Say no more. That card never wanted to come out. It wanted to come out, but it never wanted to flick over. But what's this? Knave of Wands in the reverse. Someone's not going to be happy about whatever this decision is. But you can't. Look, the Strength card here again. Leo energy. I know the Leo energy. Young energy. Very young energy. Knave of Wands. See it there. Knave of Wands. Like, you can't just make choices. People are gonna, like, you're gonna have to, and this is not even, this is the law. This is not even, this is law. When I say, I'm getting bare messages. This is karmic justice. Not only within the land that we live, within the court situation, but also within the, with the Most High, within the energies, within the aura, within the infinite. You cannot put bad out there. You cannot interfere with God's work, God's people. You understand? I feel like you're just going to get away with things. God, the Most High, whosoever, is going to tame the situation. Tame the situation. Shame on you. Shame on you. You understand? For your immaturity and your backbiting ways. Where's it gone? The 5 of Swords and the backbiting ways. They're trying to win at all costs, trying to whatever. Shame on you. Queen of Wands in the reverse because of third party energy, because of manipulation, because of the energy of temptation. I've got 1 2 now. What I mean, the energy of temptation. Listen, tell me more about this energy. Sagittarius energy. Dramatic energy. Or is it I can't see in energy, but either way someone wanting to move on from the inner conflict within themselves. Tell me more about this Chariot energy. The Devil in the reverse. That's that codependency energy. That's what's unknown in this situation, but it's more than known, if you know what I mean. High Priestess energy, that's my energy. High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. It doesn't speak everything. Or does she? It's not listening. See there, Empress. Oh, come in high, please. Yes, I'll come in. You understand? I know how to turn lemon into lemonade. I know how to make the best of a bad situation. Always have, always will do. That's just my nature. So, even though I know, I don't know, I just act accordingly. That's how I grow and I survive situations that people try to set as traps, as a bear trap. Then, because I told you, I'm a bear energy. And I see when people try to set their winter traps. And I see it from a distance because I also possess eagle energy. So I see it from a distance because I'm observant like that. And they're amazed by how come I always miss the trap. And if I don't miss the trap, how come I always survive the trap? Why? Because I'm godly blessed. I mean more about this energy of the Empress. Yeah, what's this? Seven of Wands in the reverse. That's that defensive energy. But there's no need to be defensive no more against these vipers. No disrespect. What's this? The Emperor in the reverse. So straight over on to the false person. That's a controlling, manipulative, overpowering, egotistical, narcissistic energy. You understand? No need. That's being blocked now. You don't even need to. You don't even need to be defensive over these kind of people no more. That's me. No need to be. Three of Cups. Friendship circles and all of that. What's this? Releasing these circles. Three of Cups. That's like a celebrational energy, friendships and all of them things there. Telling you, go back to the other reason I did it. Spoke about friendships was coming out. Four of Pentacles is a releasing of something, releasing of these kind of people, releasing of people that's just in things for themselves. I feel like they got one over on me. You understand? According to a post or a few posts that's been put up that I just laugh at, instantly block and delete. You understand? Instantly block and delete because the energy is weak. They got weak energy. Imagine that people living their lives, but yet they still got time to watch me every day to put up shady, sideways comments. Come on now, live your life and be happy now. Come on. You even go out of your way to make your things come on my feed. Like, come on now. You cannot. You ain't got no control. Listen, for those who feel that they got control over my energy, they never did. Never did. I ain't even need enough that I'm willing to top back up in my own way. You understand? I would never what I did. I did for a long time give away more than I should have. But come on now, understand I was more than eyes open. Eyes open to that. Six of Cups. We're going back to years upon years. People who think or who I should have been able to kind of sit down and talk to and whatever, like confide in. Long time people. I had to connect with my archangels and my spirit guides and go back into, you understand, in order to bring myself to the healing that I'm at right now. And understand those around me with the Three of Cups energy, that friendship, full circle. Full circle. Like the conflict. I saw the damage that was being done to me by people, and I'm not just talking physically, I'm talking emotionally as well, spiritually. I saw the attack. I saw the attack to my strength, and that's what made me have to press pause on everything and step back and come to the realizations that I am now. That's pushed me. Don't get me wrong, I don't look at none of it as a negative. It's all a positive. I would understand it's all a positive. I love these people like Cook Food Sedway, but I just know how much to keep them in my energy and how much, you understand. And that's no disrespect to anybody. That's just full respect to myself. Tell me more about this Bible. The Pentacles. No more that, no more. No more people taking that. You understand that? There's no more. That's what I'm going to say. If I don't want to go into, I'm going to close this up now. But no more. Two of Pentacles. Clarifying the five of wands. That's people juggling. That's just too much people in the middle of my life. Mix up, blend. Too much. That's just mix up and blend. Whoever knows the song. Mix up and blend. And we're talking about from way back. This is not just a now thing. This is something I've seen, as my book would explain, since I was in my mother's womb. The earth angel chaser has been trying to get rid of me. You will see in my book. You understand? So I understand the energy of these. Number one, the previous reading I done before, in the end of the year, about standing up and taking back your power from bullies. You understand? And the last reading I just did, I haven't even titled it yet. I'm not even going to get to upload it until much later on, so it's going to be up probably in the next couple of days, which is going to be like second week in January, most probably, because we're at the end of the week now. You understand? So this is just confirmation for me that I know that this is a year about justice. This is year 21, justice. You understand? For everything's gonna fall into place for me. Why? Because what I put out into the world, I send out positive vibrations, positive intentions. I ain't here trying to meet nobody no harm and no ill intention. All them little backbiting, viper, sneaky, dangerous kind of energy that I've seen over the years in people. You understand? Hermit energy, bottom of the deck, Virgo energy. That's my energy again, right there. I've gone within and I've done the work I need to do within myself in order for me to get to this Empress energy. That's an abundant energy that's coming towards me, and I feel that and I know. Why? Because I have trust in my manifestation, that I can turn all of this hatred that people have towards me into gold. And I'm not even talking about materialistic, because I'm not a materialistic person. I'm talking about inwardly and what I can put out there as a collective. You understand? What I can put out there as a collective, what I can do to help. I want to come and do another reading, and I want to aim more towards like the young spiritual collective that that's come towards me. You understand? And I'm going to do that much later on today. Definitely going to do that, because there's a younger collective that's coming towards, and for me it's about them. For me it's about the next generation, because for me I'm at 80s. I'm going by a 50s generation and beyond. The one-minded, those who's unheeding, God bless. But you got some that's very stuck, so that's unhealed, and from them unhealed you bring forth another generation of unhealed, and so on and so on and so on. But it comes a point where when you know better, you have to do better. So there's some that's actually in the trapment of knowing better. But how do they do better? Well, that's what I want to try and focus on. You understand? Because these kids need guidance, and there's things along each and every one of our journeys that can help somebody within your collective, within your circle, within your current circle that you can physically see and touch right now. So that's what I want to come up and do. But I'm on the deck there, Hermit energy, Virgo energy. Yeah.